Let's start off with Microsoft. And, as we have seen from Microsoft, they had a tremendous quarter, Daniel.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is one of the earlier ones, came in the beginning of last week. And after Microsoft, we had a peppering of big tech earnings all in one day. And we'll cover all of them here. But yeah, Microsoft beat. And remember, Pat, right after SAP came in and sort of had a dud. It wasn't as terrible as the market responded to it, but it missed on its earnings and it brought a lot of questions into its cloud business. And Microsoft being in similar businesses, having a lot of direct overlap, people were thinking, uh-oh, market sold off a little bit on that. Well, Microsoft did not disappoint. Its estimate at $35.72 billion, company came in at over 37, and its EPS was estimated at $1.54. Company came in at $1.82. But that's all the news. You can read that stuff on your own. I was very impressed by the strength of its growth, double-digit growth in revenue, op income, net income, and diluted earnings per share. Company, for me, I was really dialing into three things, Pat. I was focusing on the business, the productivity business. I was focusing on the intelligent cloud business. And then I was going to focus in on the more personal business, not more insights, but more insights, more personal business, which is their gaming and Surface business. So I'll touch on them quickly and I'll pitch it back to you, Pat. But intelligent cloud up 20%, Azure up 48%. Everybody was looking for that Azure number. This number was good. Last quarter, 47%, this quarter, 48%. It shows still growing, well, a lot slower, but again, law of large numbers. The overall rev is definitely got to eventually slow in terms of growth. We'll talk about that more when we get to Amazon too. In the productivity side, the strength of Office 365 continues to plow forward. You heard an announcement of daily active users on Microsoft Teams up over 115 million, 11% in the productivity category. Now, Pat, one area that was really stood out to me was Dynamics 365, the direct competitive product to Salesforce. 38% growth in the cloud for Dynamics 365. And then lastly, Pat, the Surface and the Xbox, two impressive numbers in that category. One was the content and services. So not the Xbox themselves, but the content and services business was up 30% and Surface up a whopping 37%. Pat, Surface is going to challenge the MacBook for the ultra premium end of the personal device. My takeaway. All right. So much more I could say, but I don't want to take all the steam. So I'm going to pass that back over to you.
Yeah, I appreciate you leaving a little bit for me. And, while we're not always in alignment on all these companies, I think we are on this one. Surface, as you said, up 37%. Its growth rate. I know everybody was giving golf claps for Apple being up 29%. But, Microsoft eclipsed that growth. Different scale of businesses. But I think Surface is finally, they found a business model that they could push the accelerator on. Azure steady at 48%. Server was off 1%, which, finally makes sense to me. Server had kept growing at the same time Azure had. And I was always scratching my head on that big time.